Hello everybody, and welcome to Red to Chatter, the show about everything Star Wars, and today's a bit of a lazy day. Well, not really lazy, just kind of a drowsy day. Drowsy Monday morning. Monday afternoon, I guess it would be.
It's Monday morning for you, because you sleep until
this is
2 a.m.
true.
You just woke up.
I was up late last night recording some Dragon Age Origins. But I'm excited to talk about some Star Wars today. I have a little bit of Legends today. Maybe. I don't know much about it. I'll just tell you guys the basic concept of it. And you guys, it's a character that you guys are kind of know. You guys know who she is. You've heard of her. But
So we're gonna do that at next chatter.
We'll get to that at the end. So, but before that, we'll have to go through the topics that we have today.
Yeah, and if you've read our Facebook post over the last couple of days, we put up a little message saying that our Facebook page will basically go dark for the next 2 weeks. I'm trying to avoid even looking at Facebook myself to avoid any potential spoilers. So I'm trying to sort of move that forward to everybody else who is on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
That I don't want to spoil anything for you either. So made that decision to kind of go dark on the Facebook page over the next 2 weeks. If something comes up that's not spoiler or
if it's Han Solo related.
Yeah, if it's
Solo news.
Right, if it's a Solo related topic,
Or
then we'll talk
the
about
ninth
it.
movie
Which
news. Or,
there is actually something did pop up, but it's not on our topics today. But and maybe we'll just start with this one.
Okay.
It is rumored that the first teaser trailer we will get for Han Solo will be debuted during The Last Jedi.
I knew it. I knew it. I called that
I
one.
think it's the best time to do it.
It makes total sense, because
Yeah.
that's your audience.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean,
You
have a
also
captive
want to try to
audience.
grab other people, but this is your audience,
Right.
Star Wars.
And you didn't want to put it out before the movie comes out.
No.
You want right as the movie comes out that night
It's fine.
is perfectly fine.
Because then people are like, oh, talking about that trailer. Watch. I'll be talking about that trailer like why the other hopefully it's the first trailer. Because if there's more other trailers, I'll be talking about that trailer through all the other trailers.
I mean, didn't we get a similar situation with Rogue One? Didn't they? I can't remember if we got a similar situation.
I think...
Where you got a Force Awakens.
I don't think it was during Force Awakens.
No, a Force Awakens one during Rogue One.
No, it's like
which one came out first? Rogue One?
Force Awakens.
Force Awakens. No, I said I don't think we got a Rogue One trailer
I think
at Force Awakens.
It came out before a huge movie, though. And people were worried that people are just going to be talking about Rogue One and not going to be,
Talking about this
forgetting
game.
about what the movie's coming out.
Yeah, this movie.
That they're there to watch, but I don't remember what it was. I don't think that'll even
I don't remember what it was.
happen.
No, because everybody's so jazzed about this movie.
Right. And when they see,
It's just Star Wars into Star Wars. You got
Right.
your Star Wars fans there. They're not going to care about it.
Yeah.
They're gonna talk about the Han Solo one right up until the freaking crawler starts.
And
And
that'd be
everybody's
it.
going to be cheering and then quiet.
Yes.
And then...
Right, so that little bit of
That's-
Solo news came out.
That's really the only
This week.
time that I want the audience cheering in this movie.
And the crawler.
It's only at the crawler.
As soon as it goes, bum, ba, da, and then the freaking music starts,
Everyone goes.
everybody else
"Yay!"
start cheering.
Right?
I guarantee that.
Well,
no, a lot
if you're in the theater opening night, you will definitely get cheering when the crawler
Yeah.
and the music first.
A lot of people find that annoying. I don't, because it's just passion. It's showing
people
showing
love
that
Star
they
Wars.
love it, and so like a lot of people find it annoying. I don't. I never found
If
it.
you find it annoying, don't go opening week.
night.
Yeah, don't-
Or
yeah.
opening week. Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Go the week after,
Yeah.
where things have come down a little
And
bit.
you're not a true Star Wars fan if you're complaining about that.
Yeah.
Right. You should expect it.
But that
to-
is the only time that and maybe the very end.
Oh, they'll be clapping if it's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the credits start, the people will be clapping.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because this has gone on since Phantom Menace came out. People cheered at the opening crawl of that movie.
Believe me, people were cheering, if I remember correctly, at Empire Strikes Back in 1980. When the crawler started. Because That's when
People used to clap all the time at the
Yes.
end of movies
at the end of movies. Yes,
when we were kids.
cheering at the beginning of a movie though is a little
Right?
different.
Yeah, a little different.
But yeah, when I was a kid, yeah, if people liked the movie, they would give it
Always.
applause. You
Yeah.
know,
Now it is kind of weird. You can't really applause during like the Rogue One, or because I remember like Rogue One opening night. Nobody applauded when the Rogue One thing came, and then off because it's a bit hard. You know, it's a bit quick, so you're like. You have to wait.
Well, I mean,
for it.
they do the stories different. You know, they don't have a crawl sequence. You know, they
Yeah.
don't have all that build up. They had their crawl was basically the little, I guess, pre-movie, if you will.
Yeah.
Of Urso getting taken off his home.
Yeah.
And Jyn escaping with Saw Gerrera.
But yeah,
And
that
they had that little flashback scene.
yeah, it was like the beginning
It
of
was
their
like their
movie.
crawl,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. To me, the fan experience is one of the best parts of going to see a Star Wars movie for the opening night and opening week. Because you're just surrounded with people that love the same thing that you do.
Yeah, you have something
you
in
may have
common with everybody in that theater.
Yeah. You may
Right.
differ on opinions on some things.
Sure, but once the movies start, there's like a mutual respect for
Yes.
everybody in the theater.
If someone is talking, the audience is going to turn on them.
them. Yes.
Yes, that would be a horrible scene.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I enjoy it. I like going opening night to these kind of
Right. And essentially, we're going into it twice opening night. So
Yeah.
Actually, the funny thing is that we're going to kind of a private screening.
yeah, it's
pretty much. I mean,
little
it's,
bit.
It's 8 p.m. on Thursday.
right.
The night before opening night,
Yeah, it's
the night
Thursday
before-
night. It's not.
Friday
Friday.
night.
And then
Right.
we're going Friday at midnight as
Right.
well. So we're just going back to back
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll get out of the theater
and just head right
at
to
11 something and get right into the
the
midnight
live
theater.
Yeah. And we do have somebody saving us seats at the midnight theater, so
Right.
it's not like we'll be sitting
That's
up
not
front.
going to the 8 o'clock
Fuck
show.
the show.
with
Yes.
us.
So
So
we're
that'll
lucky,
be good,
we're lucky
right?
in that.
Right, in that
sense.
respect.
yes, yes.
Very like, all right, what's our first topic?
The Insider magazine covers. It's the first one I pulled up. We don't have show notes. It's the first one that I pulled up. So I got this first one.
I did flip through that at the old Walmart the other day.
Yeah?
Yeah, just to look at the pictures. I didn't read anything because I didn't want to get spoiled by anything. There's some pretty nice pictures in there.
So we got Skywalker's story is the first one. So we got from farm boy to Jedi, 10 moments that define Luke Skywalker's legacy. Jedi journals, interviews with the authors of the Journey of the Last Jedi books. Discover more about the heroes and villains of The Last Jedi. John Williams, of course, the composer's themes for Princess Leia. And game on, full details on the action-packed Star Wars Battlefront 2 video game. We will be getting to that
It wasn't
in a
this that
little
I
bit.
saw. Never mind, this isn't what I saw. I saw something else. There's another one out
Another
there.
magazine?
Yeah, because it wasn't Star Wars Insider. I think it was just Insider magazine itself.
We also got some pictures of like some game cards.
Right, now, yeah, these cards... A lot of people are like reading a lot into these cards, like on how powerful, especially Phasma is. Just, the people who
not
collect
very-
these cards and know they're...
Yeah.
Knows what
Knows what all that stuff means.
means. Yeah, I have no clue.
Yeah, I don't know.
She's a
I don't
9
know.
out of 13.
I mean,
Or 9/13.
it's here.
Pose a 11, 12.
Is that
Or 11, 15.
11, 15. I'm trying to think if like 9 out of 13 is
Wonder
more
what the-
than 11 out of 15.
No, but I wonder what a 2 and a 25. I have no clue what these things are. Maybe one of you guys out there collects this stuff and knows what these things are. They can maybe write down on the comments below and let us know. Educate us on this stuff, because
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm not sure. You got the
Oh, well, you can go through all of this?
we'll just scan through them.
I mean, this is like...
That's it. That's the
okay, that was the only
three
other
things.
one?
Yeah.
was the Skywalker story, and it kind of showed Hoth stuff. And
Yeah, and then add down.
Yeah, some of the old Empire Strikes Back
Well, yeah,
footage.
it's a lot of stuff that defined who Skywalker became, who he is. I mean,
Yeah.
you have to watch the original
Especially
trilogy
that-
to really understand who.
Right.
That's Luke Skywalker's story.
Yes.
Is the original
Yes.
trilogy.
That's why we do not need a Skywalker solo movie.
No.
No, Luke has his own movie.
Yeah, it's called the first three
Anakin
original
had
movies.
his own movie.
Yeah, it's called the prequels.
Now Rey Skywalker has her own movie.
No, Jane is
So I
Rey
snuck that in
Skywalker.
there.
Yeah,
Snuck it in
I
there.
got it. I
Snuck
caught
in.
it. That one didn't catch it. He said Rey Skywalker's
Yeah, I
story.
heard him. That's why I paused and had to give the camera. I cannot believe that he just did that face.
I'm still on board. I'm still on board.
So Jay's still on board that Rey is Luke's daughter.
Still holding out hope.
You mean Rey Kenobi?
No,
Rey Kenobi?
granddaughter. But
That's
that's
what I'm
like
thinking.
too far removed.
I don't know. Or maybe it was that Empire magazine. Is there an Empire magazine? That's
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I looked at. 'Cause I remember that picture right
We
there.
got,
of
Snoke's new picture. He's cheesing.
But, well, they show him like in different angles all the time, and every angle looks a little different.
Different,
I
yeah.
mean, that's just sort of like
There's some new warts that I didn't notice before.
it's just like it's almost giving me the sense that he's like the man that's like has like a mask. You know, he like puts on a different mask and is that type of a villain where you don't really know, like, on any given time you see him, what you're gonna get from him. If that
Yeah.
makes sense. Like, so you're gonna be, you know, the menacing guy today, or is he gonna be? Oh yeah,
A lot of people think that it's Chancellor Valorian.
Chancellor Vaughn was dead. That guy was sold, and
in Phantom
Phantom
Menace.
Menace.
Yeah, Phantom
old.
Menace, he is freaking old.
I mean, he would be like 300 years old or 200 years old. He'd be old.
I would believe that he's Tarkin before I believed he was.
I believe that he was that little kid.
And I saw
Master, what are we going to do? Remember?
Master Skywalker.
What are we going to do?
Yeah. Because what was Luke? He was like 16, and then this is what 30 years later from Return of the Jedi. So then you got to add another almost 10 years on top of that. So
He's like,
Luke's like in his almost 60s, and Anakin was what maybe 20 when Luke was born.
when he turned to the dark side.
So add another, add like 60 years onto Valoran, who was already like 70.
Yeah.
He'd be like almost 200 years old, like 150 years old. That's not
Yeah.
Chancellor Valoran.
No.
It'd be funny though. I mean, it would be interesting if
I mean, I guess
he was actually like a dark force user, but like nobody
But then-
knew.
Why would he side with the Empire, or like on that side of it?
But why would he?
Why would he let
No,
the
he's
Emperor?
not-
Why
he's
would they
not
let
like-
the Emperor depose him so easily if he had the ability to use the Emperor would have killed him, not friggin' deposed him and made him step down.
Maybe that's
Because that's a rival. I mean,
yeah.
that's another dark Jedi basically, or whatever.
True.
It's a Sith.
Dark Force user.
Yeah, dark Force user. He's not going to put up with that.
You
Phil
think
Palpatine
Snoke
would've-
is just a...
Palpatine would have smoked him.
See, now I think that Snoke is just a completely original character.
Me
Yeah,
too.
Who
that's
has
what I
no
think.
connections to any...
to the Empire or anything. I think
Yeah,
he's an
to
Outer
any
Rim
of the-
character.
I think he's a wild space out, beyond the reaches of the
Yeah.
Empire character.
I mean, I could see him being ancient, though. Like, he's older than everyone
I don't
else.
think he's human, so he can definitely be
Well,
as
he's
old
not-
as... I mean, he could be like old as Yoda for all I know.
Yeah.
So, we don't even know what race he is, I don't think.
Nope. Haven't heard any of that. I'm intrigued by the character.
Me too.
I like villains that aren't just like one. They're just
Twirling
not,
the mustache.
right. They're not
Tie
just
the
like
woman up to the train tracks.
not one trick ponies. They have like they're
Yeah.
multifaceted.
That's why so many people love Loki from Marvel, is because he's so multi-faceted.
Well, yeah, he can be a good guy and he can be a bad guy.
Yeah.
No, I don't see Snoke being
a good guy. No.
but I see him have different levels of evilness.
Speaking of interesting villains, you know what I want to see? I was thinking about, like, what other Star Wars novels I would like to see. I would like to see the Palpatine and Plagueis novels brought back into canon. Because those were basically novels that explained the partnership between Plagius and Sidious and how they met and how they started up their, partnership and apprenticeship and mastership and stuff like that. And I would love to see that because that made Palpatine so much more interesting.
That guy's already pretty interesting, though. He's an evil SOB.
True.
Right. All right, what's up next?
Next one is The Last Jedi teaser revealed at Disney's holiday celebration. So I haven't seen this one.
Neither have I.
I've seen so many. I mean, I'm not even sure what happened in this one.
I mean, she's looks like she's practicing with her staff there. So
I think this is about when I decided, oh boy, I can't watch any more of these. I can't even watch a TV spot anymore. I don't want to watch anything anymore.
Yeah, me neither.
Or read anything anymore.
Now,
I just want to see the movie.
Do you think Crate and Octo are the only two planets that we're going to see in this movie?
Wherever Canto Bight is.
Oh, Canto Bight. You think those are the only three that we'll see in this movie?
I mean, that's not unheard
of.
Right, that's not unusual for a Star Wars movie that we only get like 2 or 3 locations.
Yeah, true. I'm guessing Crate is
except if you're Attack
Rebel base or Resistance base.
Unless you're Attack of the Clones, because then you got like Tatooine, Camino, or not Camino, Geonosa, Coruscant, and Naboo, all rolled into one movie.
Yeah, but you've already seen Coruscant. You already seen Naboo.
You already seen Tatooine.
Right. Tatooine.
So the two new ones are Geonosa.
Yeah, there's only 2 new ones. So.
And Camino.
Geonosis. Yeah, and Camino.
So they've already seen those other ones, so you're not really having to build the planet as a character, kind of.
But in Revenge of the Sith, it's new ones are Mustafar, Kashyyyk, and
that one you see a lot of because there's where all the Jedi. You see more too because wherever the Jedi's are getting killed, there's tons of different planets there. But they don't it's like just flashes. It's not
Felucia.
It's not major.
Right, it's not like an actual place where you spent time.
No.
Yeah,
you just see people getting killed.
Right. I mean, if you look at Empire Strikes Back, it's just Hoth, and it's
Dagobah and Bespin.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah,
I
mean, unless you want to add the friggin' big giant asteroid in there, but that's not
right. That's not really a planet.
No,
right.
And then in Return of the Jedi, you get Tatooine, which you've already been to, but you get a different area of Tatooine.
But like, what about
you get Indoor?
What about that rainy
even anything
place
else?
though?
And Dagobah
again.
Yeah.
Well, actually, when Luke's temple gets destroyed, isn't that on a different planet?
We don't know what planet that was on.
Yeah, it's another one of those ones that's kind of just a flash of something, and you don't really learn much about it.
Is that on Octo?
I mean, it's kind of like...
No, I don't think so.
It's kind of like Rey's vision when she sees the Knights of Ren. You have no clue where those guys are standing.
Yeah.
If it was on Octo, I think that the First Order would know where to find it.
Yeah. It's like, gee. It's like he just went to an opposite side of the planet. You can't find me here.
He just got in his rowboat and rode to a different island. Man, I can't find me here. So yeah, it's not the same place.
The next one
I like this. This was a fan poster.
It looks so good, though.
Right. Because I don't think there's been any official poster with Luke with his green lightsaber.
Yeah.
But I like...
Yeah, that's what... I mean, I saw that. I was like, oh, Luke with his lightsaber. And then I was like, oh, fan art. Never mind.
Yeah, it was a fan-made poster. I just liked it. I thought it was cool.
I like for once seeing all 3 colors on a poster at once. Because you never see that. You never see all 3 lightsaber colors. Or not all 3. All of them. Because there's... yellow.
But those are the majors.
But those are the 3 main ones.
Yeah.
I really like that though. It's cool.
I'm sure some people didn't realize this was like a fan done thing, and they're like trying to make look Chewie and Poe are on the evil side.
Right.
Oh my god, what's going on? No, it's like, dude, don't read in too much into it.
Right, it's just a fan-made poster.
It's a fan-made poster.
And you shouldn't read too much into any poster.
No.
This one is... Okay, I'm getting sick and tired of people mentioning this. For some reason, I really doubt that Kylo Ren could last 2 minutes with Luke Skywalker. Now, yes, that is true. If he couldn't even be bested by nomad desert girl who never had before used a lightsaber. First, she used her staff, so that's how she knew how to use it. Also, he was shot in the freaking stomach. I think that kind of cripples him in the fighting department. Not only that, but he also gets like cut up on his arm. I think stabbed on his arm. So it makes perfect sense why he lost Rey.
Because Finn gets him a little bit in the shoulder.
Yeah,
I think
he stabs him a little bit right there.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it too with Kylo was cockiness. I'm this girl and this guy don't know how to use a lightsaber, and then all of a sudden, oh crap, I just got nicked.
Also,
I got nicked again.
I'm pretty sure Kylo is trying to take them alive.
Yes.
He's
not trying to
He's
kill
not
them.
trying to kill Rey. He's definitely not trying to kill Rey.
He's trying to kill Finn, I'm sure.
No, because Snoke told him to bring her to him, so he can't kill Rey, so he's having to hold back.
Right.
With Finn, though, I think it's fair game, and he was really ready to kill him.
Yeah.
And I think that
that
final blow was meant to be a killing blow.
Oh yeah, I think he thought he did kill Finn.
And Finn knows how to use a lightsaber because he was trained with the freaking riot things. The
riot staff.
Traitor thing.
Right.
The
He was
riot
trained
staff.
with melee weapons.
Yeah, that's how he knows how to use it.
My only question is why didn't Kylo just use his force hold, his
maybe
freeze ability?
Maybe the pain was breaking his concentration.
Maybe.
Or she had grown enough in the
Or she'd be able to,
where she's getting stronger every minute. She can resist it now.
Right? Yeah.
Might be able to break it.
Be able to block it. Because he does try to kind of do something to her. Well,
he pushes her.
Yeah, he pushes her, but when he tries to take the lightsaber, she whips it to her instead. So that tells me that she's even just from the point when you see her on Jakku to that point, she's already grown in the Force a lot.
Yeah.
Right? And it's mainly, I think, because of the contact with Kylo Ren kind of unlocked all that friggin' trying to dive into her mind.
Yeah.
Might have unlocked a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And really...
Like, loosened up her mind a little bit so she could remember how to use some of this stuff.
Right, it's just her conversation. Well, and the whole touching the lightsaber thing and that Force vision and the conversation with Maz Kanata. Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see how Kylo wasn't able to, his concentration was broken, so that was one thing. But also, he just witnessed her grab the lightsaber from his grasp.
Yeah, so he's like, what's going on?
Okay, maybe I can't use that technique.
Yeah.
I might have to fight her with the lightsaber.
And he lost.
Right.
And he was beating her at first.
Oh, yeah,
but like you said, he can kill her because he was told to bring her to Snoke, so he couldn't kill her.
Yeah.
Right.
He probably would have if he was allowed to, but he wasn't allowed to.
Yep.
And that would have been the end of the friggin' trilogy.
Right.
And then we got some more Hot Wheel toys.
Right, so on the toy side of things, we did get some new reveals of the Hot Wheel character cars, which both Ryan and I collect.
I love the IG-88 one.
The IG-88 one is pretty cool.
I like the Wampa one. It's got the snow track in the back.
Yeah, I like that.
Snow track. It almost looks like it's almost a dump truck.
It looks like it's built
It
for
looks
hot.
like a snow plower. That's the kind of
something.
Kind of look like for some reason that reminds me of like a cement mixer.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool truck, and I like the IG-88 one too. It's kind of
like
it definitely looks like a retro hot rod vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It reminds me a little bit of the Boba Fett one, just in the hot rod type style.
Yeah.
Whoever creates these Hot Wheel
they're-
designs are creative as all get out.
They're pretty. I'm sure it's a team, but that team is pretty creative there.
Yeah.
At Hot Wheels.
Yeah, Mattel or whoever does Hot Wheels these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
And there is another one that we don't have a picture of that I saw at the store just the other day, and that's one of Rose. So Rose has her
Rose
own.
What kind of car is she?
It's hard to explain. It's kind of looks like it has the same colors as her jumpsuit, or orange jumpsuit, or orange.
It's kind of like It's kind of like
I say it's similar to the,
for lack of a better term,
the Wicket one.
puke green
or even this one
jumpsuit.
Yeah, it's similar to that
to the
Jyn
Erso one a little bit, like a Dune buggy-ish
yeah
style. And it's kind of like, it looks like it has like a tool belt look to it as well.
Right.
Because that's what she is a mechanic.
Like a mechanic, engineer type person. So.
It's pretty sweet.
All right, on to
Here comes Dallin's rant that he's been looking forward to. Oh, hey, no, knocking over our displays here.
No table pounding.
You're knocking over our set.
You read it. I don't want it. I don't want to.
Well, it came out. EA has been giving some, I guess, explanations as to why they nixed the visceral Star Wars game. And I guess the headline on most of the articles was, the story was too linear. Players don't want to play linear games anymore. That was basically what they were saying.
In other words, you're stupid. Right. You're stupid. That's what EA has been saying this whole freaking time. They're like, oh, yeah, we're going to get rid of microtransactions, but guess what? They're still going to be a big part of our gaming industry. And I'm like, Disney, you should have just followed through with your threat when you said, because this is the real reason why they got rid of microtransactions. Disney basically came to them and said, hey, if you don't get rid of these microtransactions, we can go find another company.
I wish they would just go find another company.
Yeah, there's a petition out there. There's like over 100,000 signatures on it now, I think.
Yeah.
That's wants Disney to drop EA and find somebody else.
I think they should.
There's plenty of studios out there that
Naughty Dog
that make great friggin' games.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to play linear games anymore. Forget the very successful Uncharted series and Tomb Raider series. Forget the very successful first-person shooters that, have linear storylines like Halo.
Now, would you consider Skyrim a linear story?
No, because that's side quests and stuff. Now, you could do a Star Wars game like that, but I think what they're saying here is, oh, we don't want to do a single-player-only game, or we don't want to do a story-based game, because I'm going to just say it right now, I like the gameplay of Battlefront 2, and I'm having a lot of fun with it, but my God, is that story just the most bland thing I think I've ever tasted in my mouth.
Yeah, I think that's the problem. The reason they don't want to make these games is they don't have the talent or the personnel to make them at EA. They don't have the storytellers.
Well, and I wonder how much of that
is
is
good.
Like the story group from Disney and Lucasfilm, because they have to control the canon.
True.
So,
yeah,
I can see where it's like a difficult.
Well, then don't make it canon.
Right. That's why I don't understand. Why can't you just make a Star Wars game that's not canon?
Yeah, just make it a Legends.
All you have to do is say, this hasn't really happened. This is just a game.
Yes.
It's just a game.
Yeah. Or you could even
I think people can distinguish between the two.
You can even be kind of clever with it and be like, this is like a story that's being told to a kid at night, and that's the story of the game, and it can be kind of ambiguous whether it's canon or not.
Right.
Like, oh, maybe this happened, maybe it didn't.
It's just a legend
there's some truth to it.
Yeah, it's a story that's been told through generations or whatever.
Yeah, you could easily do it.
Where stuff gets changed and nothing's real.
Also, you can tell a story that is completely void of anything that has to do with anything of the saga movies or any other movie that's been put out.
Yes.
You can tell a story. It could take place anywhere in the universe.
Yeah. And
just be a quest type story, It could be one person who just has their own life inside the Star Wars universe, but they get wrapped up into something.
I want you to listen to these key words that are really said in this quote, because it is so...
Is this from the CEO?
Yes, Jorgensen.
No, EA's CEO?
Yeah.
Andrew Wilson?
Oh, no, not Andrew Wilson. It's from one of their big names, though, Jorgensen.
Okay.
We are trying to build a game that really pushed gameplay to the next level, and as we kept reviewing the game, it continued to look like a style of gaming, a much more linear game, that people don't like much today, as they did 5 years ago, or 10 years ago. Who are you to say? Who? Please, tell me, who did you talk to? Which casual gamer did you talk to?
There's still a lot of games that are made today that are all linear games.
Yeah,
I don't know what he's talking about.
Exactly. Like, it just boggles the mind how they try to kind of brainwash
I think it's
people and just...
Yeah, I think it's just more they don't have the talent or the ability to make a good game.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the problem with EA.
Unless it's
they can't.
A Madden football game.
Yes, unless it's like sports games. They can make those, but they can't because there's no storytelling.
Right.
When it comes to storytelling,
the player's
EA
in
sucks.
complete control.
Yes.
And in a sports game.
Yeah, in the sports game, it's
an online game.
There's no and online games, but
Right.
yeah,
The player is in complete control of their own what they do.
Yeah.
I think they just totally suck at making this type of game, and that's the problem.
I think they're good at doing graphics and like the actual gameplay part of it. I think they're good at. It's the storytelling that they're just not.
They just don't know how to do it. That's
Except
the
for the Jedi gameplay, that sucks. But that's it.
You can't do it.
You know how hard that is?
Swashbuckling or any sort of Jedi gameplay is almost impossible.
Could you make it a bit smoother? Because, like, it looks like just so jagged how they move. It just doesn't look right. But that's just me nitpicking.
It's almost impossible to have two people sword fight in a game. Because
Star Wars
you
Jedi
can't just be
Academy,
smashing buttons.
Star Wars Jedi Academy managed to do it, like, over 10 years ago.
I almost think it works better like XCOM Apocalypse or XCOM used to do, where it's turn-based.
Turn-based? I love turn-based games.
Me too. We're so old school.
We're definitely old school. Turn-based games are awesome.
Turn-based games are fun. I'm a Persona player, so
then it lets your strategy is different on a turn-based game than it is on just a button smasher running.
Yeah.
It actually makes you think and strategize like, okay, I'm going to go up to here and hide behind this and wait. Hopefully the alien shows up and I can shoot him.
And then it's based on, all kinds of metrics, whether or not your guy beats that guy,
Yeah, because it's all, okay, he's got like 15 hit points and my guy shoots, oh crap, I missed 6 times, I'm done.
But then he's
going to kill my guy probably.
But your guy's gain experience too, so the next battle he's a little better.
Yeah.
At shooting and fighting.
Yeah, I love the XCOM game.
Me too, man. That was one of my most fun games I've ever played.
Did you ever play the one for PlayStation 2 or whatever? I have it.
I mean, that was kind
it's
of how
it's a fun game.
Knights of the Republic kind of played. It was kind of turn-based.
Yeah, because you slash.
It's just a lot more bells and whistles.
Then you'd stand back, and then the other guy would get to attack
and you slash.
But it's kind of like in that way.
It was like real-time turn-based.
Final Fantasy kind of played too, like back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was turn-based. It's like you decide what
Persona.
Your little monster's going to attack and do this attack, and then he comes back, and then the bad guys get to attack your guys, and you lose health points.
And there's still plenty of games that still do that, that game style today.
Yeah, I'd love to see some sort of Star Wars game like that.
Turn-based.
Turn-based? Right? A turn-based Star Wars game would be cool.
Right. I'd play it.
I'd play it. I'd buy it and play
it. Bring back that into canon.
Well, no, even if it's something like maybe you're even going to be the Empire, and you're like turn-based, your stormtroopers land on a planet where there's some rebels, and you have to move them out.
That'd be pretty cool. I remember a Star Wars game like that.
Capture stuff that you need to move to the next thing. Yeah.
I remember there was a Star Wars game, I think it was just simply named like Star Wars Attack of the Clones. And that's what you did. It was basically kind of like it wasn't more like XCOM, instead it was more like Age of Empires. Big armies, commanding big armies and sending them out to go and fight.
Oh, so like StarCraft.
Kinda, yeah.
StarCraft, where you build your base and you build up the characters and you just send them out there and they attack.
Yeah.
And then if you destroy their base, then your guys come back.
Yeah. It was basically like that.
I like those games too.
I like those games too because it's like all about strategy.
I forget what those are called.
Like you actually Empire Earth.
Yeah, you actually use your brain.
Real-time strategy, I think it's called.
Real-time strategy.
Real-time strategy.
Yep.
RTSs.
I also like just turn-based strategy too, though. But real-time strategy is fun too. Because you're using your own brain to how am I going to defend my friggin' town from getting destroyed by the enemy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not just taking your character through a cave and smashing the X button and jumping once in a while, smashing the X button.
Don't get me wrong, I played a lot of those games. I played a lot of those games too back in the day.
In Battlefront's case, doing this. Pressing the trigger until your freaking index finger feels like it's about to fall off.
Yeah,
well, there's plenty of those games for the regular Nintendo.
Yeah.
There's a lot of button smashing games.
Double Dragon.
I always liked ones that were more. You had to think
about it.
I always preferred the
just
PC
smashing
games.
my buttons and seeing how. Okay, I died that time. Let's try a different thing. Okay, I'm gonna smash this button more.
Anyway, EA sucks.
I guess we can get into...
And they need to stop making Star Wars games.
So I guess that's your review on Battlefront 2.
The whole thing is...
Okay, I'll just say
Disney
this.
needs to go with a different company. Is what they need
Okay.
to do.
They need to diversify.
The funniest thing about Battlefront 2 is that the best part of the game is the game modes in the multiplayer that closely resemble the original Battlefront 2 for the classic one from 2005. And it's just so hilarious to me that a game that was made back in 2005 somehow has more content in it than a game made in 2017.
I think that's just the way kind of some of society is going, though. Is just
less attention. They don't want to have to go through the game.
They don't want to have to think.
Get the experience. They just want everything handed to them on a little silver. I want the best character, so I'm just going to buy this. I'm going to buy this. I'm going to buy this.
Yeah.
And I think it's a lot of it's just.
I don't want to work for it. I
don't
want the best character now.
The funny thing is that seems to be the minority because the majority of people are not happy.
Yeah, but it's also that's how those companies make a ton of money off of gamers too, is just buying content.
Right. Well, you look at any of the games for your phone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can buy more time to play because you run out of energy or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I play some games on my phone where it's like, man, ran out of energy. Well, I can buy some for 99 cents. No, I'm not
I'll wait till tomorrow.
I'll just wait till the friggin' energy builds back up and I'll play it then.
Right.
I don't need to,
But some people they'll just spend.
I know a guy. I work with a guy. He spent thousands of dollars on a freaking game on his phone. Like, are you serious? Thousands of dollars?
I know somebody who's done the same.
I'm like, wow,
idiot.
Just
he doesn't watch this, so it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't call you an idiot. I just can't believe that you do it.
Like what? What's?
Down's playing. But yeah, I can't believe. The whole point is Disney needs to
branch out.
I mean, they can keep EA for certain things if they want.
Dude, they can keep Battlefront.
It's not like that EA has an exclusive contract that they can only. We're the only ones that can do Star Wars games. Let everybody do Star Wars games. Let every company try.
Let other companies just pitch ideas
for and if thinks it's a good idea, throw some money at it. Let them try.
Disney
and see what
Star
happens.
Wars is your thing now. You can do whatever you want with it. So
except for release the original
without the digitally remastered stuff.
because that belongs to
But
Fox.
they're still they're actually. I just saw a thing today when I was watching the news. They're still in talks about getting a lot of. Disney buying a lot of the content from 20th Century Fox.
Is that going to be
Star Wars would be one of them?
A combo with X-Men?
Actually, Disney wants to buy everything but the news and sports outlets
of Fox. Yeah.
Yep.
They just want all their content of movie contents. Yeah. Which would be great. Kind of.
It's a bit scary as well.
Disney can also screw stuff up because they've done it in the past.
And also it's like Disney, you're dipping your toe into a little too many things for my comfort.
Right now, their track record is astounding.
Yes.
Right now,
especially with Marvel and Star Wars.
Yes,
and like Pixar.
Yeah, and Pixar.
And their animated movies.
Yeah.
So it's just
I just don't want them to get too diversified that they don't concentrate enough on, and it kind of lets everything go. I don't know.
They're balling right now.
And they don't want the sports and that stuff because they own ESPN and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's the point of having the Fox sports stuff. They don't need it.
All right, so this next topic came as a part of an interview with Daisy Ridley. Now, she's since, I didn't post it yet, but she's since come back and clarified what her comments were about not wanting to play Rey anymore. That's not what she meant.
Every actor says this, though. Every single actor. I don't want to be Captain America anymore, Chris Evans. I don't want to be Iron Man anymore, friggin' Robert Downey Jr. Everybody says it, and then when they back up a dump truck full of money and dump it on your lawn, you show up and make the movie.
When Wells Fargo brings the armored truck
and starts unloading gold bars into your house, you freaking do the movie.
Until you have a pool like Scrooge McDuck.
Now, even then, you still just do the movies.
Yeah.
Now, I think, right. Now, in the original interview, she said, no. For me, I didn't really...
Yeah, she says, I didn't really know what I was signing on to. I hadn't read the script. From what I can tell, it was really nice people involved. So I was just like, awesome. Now I think I am even luckier than I knew then to be part of something that feels like coming home now. But doesn't that kind of sound like a yes? No, she says again, smiling a little. No. I am really, really excited to do the third thing and round it out, because ultimately what I was signing on to was 3 films. So in my head, it's 3 films. I think it will feel like a right time to round it out. How in the heck does that sound anything like
she doesn't want to play Rey ever again?
Right. They totally
it's just clickbait title.
Yeah, it's clickbait title, and it's friggin' just whoever wrote it lied pretty much in the headline.
It's like one of those things like, after reading this, you will hate insert celebrity name here.
And then it's like, well, she's recently clarified those comments in an interview with Collider, and she said,
"Yeah, people that probably won't screw her, try to twist her words into
what
something."
I meant to say was, yes, I signed on for this trilogy. All the Star Wars movies have 3 movies that have an ending.
Yes.
And then 3 movies have an ending, and 3 movies have an ending. That's what she meant. She's like also clarified that if her character comes back up in, because she even said, I'm not even sure my character is in episode 9.
Yeah, or it won't get killed off in episode 9.
Or makes it through episode 9. So she said if that character, Rey, because she's like, Rey will always be Rey. If that character, Rey, shows up in a trilogy or another film later, like 15 years, 30 years from now, she'll do it.
She'll do it, yeah.
Like, she'd be more than willing to talk about it and do it. And then what was funny is she dropped an F-bomb in the interview. She's like, wait, how old will I be? 55. F-bomb. I don't want to think that far into the future. If she was going to be 30 years from now.
That's the whole thing, though, is she didn't even say that she doesn't want to ever play. Doesn't want to play Rey after Star Wars episodes. That's not what. She never said that. That's why I hate these people that freaking put this crap out. You're a lying sack of crap. Jermaine, Lucifer, or whatever. Lucifer, you're a freaking idiot.
You didn't.
People hate you now.
You didn't read the interview properly.
Well, he just wrote. He might not even been him. It could have been somebody who came in after him and wrote the damn headline. And it's just a crap headline. It's nothing but a big giant lie.
Right. It's
to get you to click on the freaking article.
Total clickbait.
Why don't you just say Rey is looking forward to making the next 3 movies, and that's it?
Yeah.
And if her character never comes up again, you don't have to lie. It's so stupid.
Right.
This is why people in society nowadays are pissed off, because everybody just lies about stuff.
Desperation to get people to get on your website.
Yeah.
Freaking Gizmodo.
But there's all kinds of other people that have said, I don't want to play this character. They're gonna.
Han Solo said he never wanted to play Harrison Ford said he never wanted to play Han Solo.
In fact, he wanted his character to die in Empire Strikes Back.
What's funny though is after Force Awakens, he was kind of pissed off that they killed off Han Solo. Right. It's like, wait a minute, I thought you didn't ever want to play Han Solo again. Okay, I'm just gonna play him for this one movie, and then they kill him off. It's like, wait a minute, you're killing my character off?
Wait, I kind of had fun doing that.
Wait a minute, I'm a little pissed off that you killed my character.
Yeah.
So don't read into what the celebrities say, and definitely take headlines at face value. Not face value.
Right.
Just take them not very literally.
With a grain of salt.
Yeah, with a grain of salt.
So we already touched on this one a bit, so we'll just fly through this topic. But it looks like Disney is back in talks with Fox to purchase the movie side of Fox.
Unaltered.
So
Star Wars
that's giving people hope again that we might get the unaltered version of the original trilogy. Which I would just love to have it just on DVD or Blu-ray.
Yes, because I'd watch it all the time.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I watch the digitally remastered ones. And I sit there and I still go, yeah, that's digitally remastered. Yeah, that's all added in. That wasn't an original one.
This is completely unnecessary.
Yeah, this is all unnecessary. Why do you even do this?
Why they changed the song in Return of the Jedi?
I don't know.
It made no sense. There's only a couple parts of the Return of the Jedi that actually weren't too bad, because they did add in some just background characters that were kind of interesting.
And some just background scenes, like
a Doug came down and walked down the stairs. Which makes sense because there was Dougs all over the friggin' place on Tatooine.
Like on Bespin, you get more scenery and more,
and him walking Han Solo out to Slave One, because that wasn't in the original one.
Yeah, there was some stuff that was fine. It's just
Right.
there's some stuff that was just like totally unnecessary. Like the main one would probably be the song and Jabba the Hutt in friggin'
New Hope.
Empire and A New Hope. That's not
Yeah,
necessary.
that was
Yeah.
completely
Oh,
unnecessary.
and also the weird long neck thing going. "Arrgh!"
Oh, and the little Jawa swinging from it.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's no need for that stuff. The movie was
No.
fine the way it was.
Yeah.
And to put more like dewbacks and stormtroopers at the crash site of the pod, that was unnecessary too.
Yeah, it was
Like you had the few of them out there. Look, sir, droids. You know, that's
Yeah.
all you needed from that
or
scene.
or Han running down the thing and he turns and shoots. There's like a whole thousands of
You
stormtroopers.
didn't need
You
that. Didn't need that.
You only
either.
need the 5
Okay,
or
but
6
that
that
is
are there.
that part is kind of funny because it's like he runs and then there's a whole bunch of them and he's like ah, and he runs back.
They almost went overboard with how much
how
crap
many
they
there
shoved
were.
into there.
True.
It looked kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, why is there 400 stormtroopers just standing around in a hangar
In a
bay?
hangar. Yeah.
I can understand if it was in like a barracks or something that he ran into, but he ran into a hangar bay.
Yeah.
Right.
Just dumb.
So we got a new picture of Benicio del Toro's character, DJ,
Definitely looks like he's sitting in a
Sitting in the
imperial
cockpit of something.
cockpit of some sort.
Looks
In that
comfy.
fur-
But it looks like it's much bigger than like just a single fighter.
It might be just a
'Cause,
freighter, like
yeah,
who knows
that's-
what kind of ship he flies.
Yeah, I was just like looking at it, and it looks way roomier than like a TIE fighter. So he's not in a TIE fighter
Right.
or anything like that, where it's just a one-person.
Then they have his other picture where he's just lounged
Lounge.
back.
He
on-
looks like a very cocky, laid back
Well,
individual.
I think
Right.
you're gonna meet him first off in the canteen or the casino.
I think so too. He's
I
like
think that's who
gambling.
they're looking for.
Do you think
You think that's who they're looking
Who
for?
John Bay? Yeah, I think
Okay,
that's
so
who
my
Finn and
prediction-
Rose will be looking for.
it's like he's cheated some people, and like they have to quickly get out of Council Bike because he's about to get, cement shoes in the in the.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be
Head to the
interesting.
fishes.
yeah.
His character is still so
Let him sleep
mysterious
with
and
the-
have no clue what
Let
he's
him
going to
sleep
even
with the
be.
fishes.
How much he's even going to be in the movie.
Yeah, I like him though. He's cool looking.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what his character brings to the story.
He might be
I
like
haven't even read the back of I just picked up the 3 3/4 inch action figure. I haven't even read the back to see like if it gives you any of his like story because I don't want to know.
I doubt it does.
I doubt it does either, but I just don't want to. I don't want to know, so I haven't even.
Right.
I won't even read and see what the back says.
So he says, as for the description of DJ being a slicer, he's like a knife. If you grab him by the blade, he'll cut you. If you grab by the handle, he can be very, very useful. And I think slicer. No, that's a spiker, isn't it? I'm trying to think of Star Wars terms because it's either slicer or spiker that is a hacker.
Slicers are hackers.
Slicers. Okay, yeah. It's slice into this computer for him.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep, slicers are hackers basically.
Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be definitely interesting to see his skills and why they need him.
Right. Why he's important.
What did they need sliced?
Right. Why is he important to the
story.
resistance cause?
You think he's going to be good working
think-
for the Resistance? And
Well, I
not
think
the-
that's why Ray and Finn are after. That's
Rose.
my guess.
Finn
is
and
that
Rose are after.
Finn and Rose are
Yeah.
looking for him.
Maybe he
Not Ray.
infiltrates
Maybe he knows information.
the First Order. Well, you see a picture of him in one of those trailers where he's standing there with a whole bunch of stormtroopers around him. So,
Right.
and it looks like he's on an Imperial or a First Order. Almost said Imperial, a First Order ship.
Yeah.
So maybe he has the ability to get on the ship because he's got the right credentials or whatever, and he's going to be like a spy. I don't know.
Maybe.
Old habits die hard with the Imperial thing.
Yeah.
Well, that's been stormtroopers and Imperials for decades for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that, but people, and I still do it too. I call them stormtroopers, even though they're First Order troopers.
Yeah. I mean, right there is on the vinyl thing. It says First Order Stormtrooper, so I guess you could still call them stormtroopers technically. So that's it for all the topics. But there is one little Legends thing.
Well, wasn't there something else that? Oh,
yes.
what about the length of the movie? You read something about that?
Oh yes,
Yeah,
came
that's
out
right.
earlier today, I believe, that the original cut is over like 3 hours and 20 minutes. I think is what Ryan Johnson stated, is his original cut, is 3 hours and 20 minutes long, and what we're getting 2 hours and
50. Is it 50 or 20?
2 hours and 20
30
minutes.
32 minutes or something like that. I don't know. It's,
I don't know.
it's like
A
two
bit
and a half.
shorter.
Yeah, it's definitely
than
about an
the-
hour shorter or so.
And the 3 hours and 20 minute original cut. But he did say that all those deleted scenes will end up on the Blu-ray. So
Now,
that's
that just
cool.
Does that mean there'll just be like specials, or is it going to be like the movie is 3 hours and 20-minute long movie?
Or yeah, is there gonna be like
I would
Lord of
watch
the
the
Rings?
I would watch the 320-minute movie.
I don't see Star
Yeah.
Wars or Disney doing that. And it all goes back to canon.
True, if there's stuff in there that can't be
Right. That is later contradicted.
something else, yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's hard for them to put out an extended cut and like, well, this is canon. I mean, what you saw was canon when you saw it at the theater, but this is like extended canon. Like, I don't know how they would
Work that in.
work it. If it didn't have anything to do with disrupting anything going forward or stuff that happened in the past, which I doubt it would have disrupt anything that happened in the past, but anything going forward with J.J. Abrams' movie,
Yeah.
then I could see them doing it. If it doesn't,
Why did that thing turn off? Stupid camera.
It didn't even show like the blue thing either. That was a funny thing.
Oh, just keep going.
Yeah.
We're going to have to figure that out, though.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Dallin.
Okay, so the legends for today, and I'm not 100% sure on the whole lore of this character, but I do know enough about her. This is Mara Jade.
oh yes,
Yes. She was an assassin that worked for the Emperor, called the Emperor's Hand. That's what she was known as. And she basically went down and hunted down any surviving Jedi. That was her job, was to go out and kill any remaining surviving Jedi that might have gotten away from Order 66. So she was the original Inquisitor. Basically. And eventually I don't know how this exactly happened, but she eventually turns against the Emperor and falls in love with Luke Skywalker. And together they have
Oh, yeah.
their kids in the extended universe. So, do you think there would be a place for Mara Jade in the canon? Because I know a lot of people
I do,
would love to see her.
but it won't be
as
that story background.
It can't be that. Yeah, it can't be the falling in love with Luke and having children part. You can't have that part.
Yeah.
I think if they do introduce her, I would like to see her done more as a Ventress type character, who maybe was an Inquisitor at one time, and then had a falling out, and went into hiding,
Yeah.
and was doing her own thing, and then kind of comes back, like maybe Luke knew her, but didn't know her, knows of her out there, or maybe somebody does.
Yeah.
I could see them bringing Mara Jade back, even into, newer movies, not like, cartoons that are going to come out, or animated series like Rebels, or, anything like that. I could see her being a part of the storyline going forward.
Yeah.
It just would not have anything to do with Timothy Zahn's version of Mara Jade. They'll just pluck similarities
Yeah.
that they want.
I mean, yeah, they brought one of Timothy Zahn's characters back, Thrawn. So I don't see why they can't bring,
Right.
another one of his characters back, being Mara Jade.
Right. She was a great character.
She was.
And that's in that trilogy of books.
Yeah. What do you think, Grandy?
I wouldn't have a problem with it. The only thing is, you can't do the Luke Skywalker love interest stuff. You just have to. The basis of the character would be fine, as an assassin for the Emperor or whatever. But
seeing how Rey is Luke's daughter, Luke would have had to have a love interest at some point. It could have been Mara Jade, maybe.
Go into that well. Huh? Go into that well.
Fetch another pail of tainted water. Well,
I'm not giving up until they tell me.
I'm not giving
Tell the movie.
up
Tell me it's not true. Now,
until I see a DNA test done. You are not
did-
the father. Ah! You know that.
I did read
Click.
something interesting that, and you've played Battlefront 2, so
Mm-hmm.
that Battlefront 2 reveals who Rey's parents are. Clickbait.
It doesn't.
Yes.
I didn't read the article because I'm like, that's clickbait.
They think that Aiden and what is his name? Dell? I think that's his name, Dell. They think that those two are Rey's parents just because they have a little bit of a flirtatious relationship. That's the only reason. It's like, no! Just because
Yeah, that sounds like clickbait.
Yeah, it was. I knew it was, so I didn't even click on the article. I just
No,
saw
so
the
you can
headline
put that
pop
kind
up.
of article out as long as you put a question mark behind it, because then it's just a question.
But usually
They don't do that.
They put it in all caps.
Yeah.
And then like exclamation mark, question mark, exclamation mark, question mark. Which doesn't help matters. Okay. So that ends the
33rd.
33rd episode of Red 2 Chatter. Got through a lot of stuff today. It's a pretty fun episode. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you guys enjoyed. And also, go follow our brilliant Facebook page.
Even though it'll be dark for the next
Not dark, but
next 10 days, 11 days. We only have like,
I mean, I'm sure you could post about
we're
some
almost to
things.
single digits.
Like toys, any new toys that come out.
Yeah, I'll put
stuff.
some stuff up. We're almost to single digits as far as the opening for
Yeah.
Last
That's
Jedi.
crazy.
Yeah, we're
Almost there.
actually we're 10 days.
In the word of gold, in the
10
words of
days
Gold
away.
Leader, almost
There.
there.
Stay on
on
target. Stay on target.
Almost there.
But you can find me on Instagram at J Wilson by Design and on Twitter at JBird51.
You can find me on You can find me on YouTube. My brain just completely shut off for a second there. You can find me on YouTube as well. Link down in the description below. I play video games and just started up the Dragon Age game. So I'm looking forward to that.
Right.
And that will be it for this week.
That's a wrap.
Yep. Bye.
See you next time.